Husker fans, I'm Sam McKewon along with Jimmy Watkins. This is the Pick Six Podcast Spring Football Position Preview. We're doing tight ends. This is the highest graded position group of the offense over the first 4 years of the Scott Frost era. And boy, you just can't complain about it, can you? Jack Stoll, Austin Allen, Travis Vokolek, they sound like characters from Yellowstone. But they have been good players for Nebraska. And Sean Beckton, the position coach, has done a heck of a job. There's a reason. He was the only offensive assistant who was retained by Scott Frost midway through the 2021 season. They've been pretty good. I mean, Austin Allen broke every record that they were going to have in terms of a single season, and Jack Stoll's in the NFL. It's been a good crew.
Yeah, Austin Allen, you'd love to hear about a good homegrown success, especially around here, but it goes beyond that. There's a culture in that room. It's Travis Vokolek reading a Kobe Bryant book in the offseason to learn about leadership. Greg Austin meeting with the tight ends and Sean Beckton not being territorial about that. That's not an easy thing to do for coaches. Chancellor Brewington comes over as a wide receiver from Northern Arizona and is immediately knocking people's heads off at the goal line.
Wham block.
Yeah. Austin Allen is not only a leader in that room, he's a team captain. These are the guys. These are the standard on the team. Like we said, they're the best graded position. And Sean Beckton is the same way. He's one of the most respected assistants. He's one of the best recruiters. He carries weight in every room. It's not a surprise that this group has operated as successfully as it has.
Allen is gone. He's going to the NFL. He's probably going to get drafted, maybe even on day 2. So what's left in that room? Travis Vokolek's going to be the sort of the leader there. But you got to like the guys beneath him. And so Chris Hickman is there, right? And he played a little bit last year, deep threat. Thomas Fidone, who was injured all of 2021. He was the number 1 recruit in the 2021 class. He's going to be healthy. He's going to be interesting to watch. Chancellor Brewington, right? He's a goal line guy. They've used him down there mostly for blocking, but he can also catch the football. And they like the young guys. They like A.J. Rollins, the prep athlete who's kind of transitioned into that role. James Carney, the Norris kid, who's transitioned into that role. And do not discount, even though he's not there in spring, Chase Androff, the tight end from Minnesota. Really, really interesting player. Great athlete, may play tackle, might play tight end. Hasn't caught a lot of passes, but he's a really, really good athlete, kind of like Jack Stoll in that way. I think this group in spring, we kind of know who the starter is, right? So Vokolek is going to be that clear number 1. When Nebraska's offense was really good last year, they often had 2 tight ends on the field. So the question is, who's that second tight end? Is it Hickman? Is it Fidone? Is it Rollins? Is it Carney?
It seems to me it would be a receiver type because Vokolek's been more of a blocking guy. And if you look at the numbers from Nebraska's first 4 years, the tight end has played a pretty big role in the pass game every year. Austin Allen was second on the team in receiving yards last year. Austin Allen was second on the team in receiving yards the year before. Jack Stoll was 4th the year before, 3rd the year before that, so on and so forth. So I would guess it's a receiving type. There's a lot of those guys that we named. Chancellor Brewington's been a wide receiver. Chris Hickman has those kinds of athletic traits. Thomas Fidone is again, another guy that they touted as a receiver type. So I think that's what we're looking for out of that second spot.
I think Fidone and Hickman are pretty similar players, to be honest with you. It's possible that Fidone has a little bit bigger catch radius and might be a little bit more savvy in the middle of the field while Hickman's a little faster. I think that trio is probably going to play quite a bit. And don't count out A.J. Rollins. This is a kid who was a great athlete in high school, great basketball player. If they can build him up a little bit physically, he's a guy that can also get out there. How Nebraska uses its tight ends next year will be really interesting to watch. Are they going to use them as H-backs? Are they going to use them in that role where they're kind of have 2 guys out there at the same time? They were able to do some things with Allen and Vokolek. I don't know if Fidone and Hickman can do what Allen did because they're a little bit smaller, but we'll find out. I think this is going to be a good group again in 2021. All right, for Jimmy Watkins, I'm Sam McKewon. That is our position preview for tight ends. Thanks, Husker fans.